who would have come as far as one of the others in many years, like the other would have come in 1 year. So, and I'm astonished on the fact how important it is if we really try to attain high things or not. Well, high things doesn't mean to be, rich, famous, and popular in the eyes of the world. But it is not Christianity and it is not humility to say, okay, only the world wants to, be successful and go somewhere, and we just, oh God, if you please, then just do. No, we need to have a desire for greatness, but the true greatness. The true greatness. See, one person which is so dear and valuable to me for this one reason is Solomon. This morning when we prayed in the car, when we prayed for you, my driver and I, he had this picture of Solomon even for you and David and passing on the baton to Solomon. I don't have it figured out, but there is just one thing what I know about Solomon, or there are many things, but one positive, 1,000 wives. Well, must be busy, but there is an interesting thing. There is the Queen of Sheba. It's a queen of an Arabic or African country, and she has heard a lot of great reports on Solomon's wisdom, Solomon's, power, splendor and glamour. And she comes from this far country to visit him. And now the Bible tells us that when the Queen of Sheba saw the beauty of a throne room, the intelligence and the wisdom that he spoke from, all the treasures, all the riches, his power, she was awestruck. And she said this very interesting phrase to Solomon. She said, I have heard so many great things about you, but the reality is much more. They have only told me 50%. Oh, friends, that we might be persons whose interior reality far supersedes the external reality. Oh, that we might be persons that you get to know closer. You say like, you are such a great and famous and excellent person on the outside, but it's nothing compared to the inner beauty of your life with God. We have a small piece of bread and we advertise it in the internet and we say like, oh, we have so much and it's so great, and everyone, oh, really? And then you go there and there's hardly anything. If you've seen it happen in the Christian world, we advertise, oh, there is this awakening or revival or this group and things like happening. You're going to, okay, really, isn't that great? But whatever. So we advertise and we major on the external reality. And it's very, very, very dangerous to build your external reality without building your internal. You tend everyone else's garden. Your own garden is wasted. Well, what is your own garden? We'll talk about this more, but actually your own garden is the meeting place with God. What happens if nobody is watching? Just raw you and God. This is your internal reality. And this internal reality will always necessarily flow out. Will always necessarily, sooner or later, be seen. This internal reality will always necessarily produce fruit. It's a very rude saying, but I think it's true. I believe it to be true that everybody has the level of intimacy with Jesus that he wants. It's not like, I would love to have more, I would so love to have more, but he doesn't give it. Well, you have, I'm trembling on the inside on this word for myself. I right now have the passion for Jesus, have the intimate walk with Jesus that I want. Am I satisfied with this? It's incredible, but you know what? What do you think, in which of these mansions, in which of these rooms,